Hi there, welcome to Watch of Realms. I've got a new strategy which can help get you to Overlord rank in Arena, specifically Anti-Air DPS Challenge. It involves Jezabelle, the new legendary Lord, part of the Chaos Dominion, and Beelzebub, who is an affinity with the Lord, but he still has his uses, and paired with Dao Chan. You could say there's a conflict of interest there as for the inspiration, but that's not the main focal point. It's what Beelzebub can do on top, as in the crowd control, preventing the enemy from surpassing you, holding them in a closed space, and using Dracula to ult, or if it be Jezabelle, or even Valara, who's not even a part of this affinity faction. So we've only got 2 people a part of Chaos Dominion and 3 which aren't. So they're not getting that extra stat boost either, and yet it works. It's not going to work every time, especially when you're dealing with end game teams. You know, if you've got an A3 Jezabelle or an A5 Dracula, but you can get to Overlord, and right now I'm on the verge of reaching it. So we're going to put it to the test today and hopefully be able to reach it in time. But I have been using it up to now, this method, and I'm going to show you the order and placement. Let's try the top one there. Could be a bit difficult because of Dracula, Erling Shen of course, and the Firefox. Right, let's just show you this very quickly. Beelzebub, we got the artifact on, maxed out, increases attack by 30%. Beelzebub guarantees crit hits on enemies by putrid flies within 5 seconds and deals 3% damage. We're not really there for that. It's the ultimate AoE damage reduction to cult his allies within skill range, not too much focus there. The powerful vortex, it holds people in place. It's slowing enemies down by 75%, giving you time to kill them before they reach your portal. You want to kill them as fast as possible. I don't know if there was some like vulnerability. You got the inspiration, which is 50%. Very good during the ultimate, and Dao Chan can do her lower inspiration all the way through. So when it's overtaken at times by Beelzebub, it's at a higher rate, so you're doing even more damage. And as you see there with the putrid flies, vulnerability, magic damage, 10%. So that can help as well. The gear, really, it's not that important in a sense. I've not kitted them out or optimized whatsoever. I believe rage regen is what you need to focus on though, 92%. But look, not optimized, but it can still work, and you will see in just a moment. I just want to show you everything possible just to be transparent. Artifacts, level 3 exclusive, increased damage by 29% at this moment. Seeds of Malice, all that there. I've done reviews already, so you can check her out. 16k attack, 364 speed, 434% crit damage. Maybe I could make some more adjustments, of course, but I'm just working with what I've got. We've got Valara with the artifacts as well, Dawnbreak, level 3. The gear, as you see here, a bit more optimized this one. 27k attack, 326 speed, could be a lot higher in fairness. 334% crit damage could be a bit higher, but we do have the Esoteric Order faction exclusive gear, which upon casting the ultimate restores 8% rage for the hero, on top of other restored rage, so you can ult more frequent and often. My Dracula, main centerpiece, to be honest, in fairness, maxed out crest, skills maxed out, awakened to number 3, which is ideal. You don't really need to go any further past that point unless you've got the stones to use or copies of him. 21k attack, not too bad. 550 speed, pretty good. 348% crit damage, reasonable. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. We need to get into this fight and I'll show you the placement. It might be hit and miss. So if I do lose this, I want to share that with you as well, to show it's not always perfect, but you get the idea of the placement and the ordering of the units. So we're going to deploy Jezabelle as soon as possible right there. The next one, what we're going to deploy will be Dao Chan. I'll put it on ×1 just so you can see all the damage, numbers, and how it visually looks. Okay. Sometimes you can win the first round, other times you don't. It depends what units they have. So we won that, which is ideal. We're not going to win the next one because, of course, Yuri has her ultimate, which rips the enemy. Okay. Wait for the other seed of malice to be applied, and then we're going to detonate now. That's fine. We've lost. It happens. About 800k. 125. Gives it a bit of time now to generate some cost back. For this part, you don't have to ult with anyone, but it depends what the BP is. You might struggle. Sometimes you could deploy Valara first, other times you don't, because this AoE should be enough. You might win it, you might not. Do you know what? I'm going to try quick, tap, tap, tap. I don't think I'm going to do this. Okay, there we go. So we just about managed there. Really nice visuals with that new skin. Now we're going to ult Dracula as soon as possible. Like that. The next one we deploy will be Valara to deal with the next wave. Valara can go there within the range of Dao Chan, that inspiration. Still a bit of the Dracula there. And we're going to ult with Valara as soon as possible. And possibly ult with Jezabelle too. Get those seeds of malice on. Come on. And detonate. Perfect. Nearly a mil. Now we're going to put Beelzebub right there. Just wait for this to come round. Activate Dracula. That rips right through. You might have the upper hand on me. Let's just see. We might. Yeah, there we go. That's good. And the next one, what we're going to do, we're going to use Beelzebub as soon as possible. Probably now. Lure everybody in. Just like that. Now, I'm probably going to use Dracula for this. You could also possibly use Jez. Okay, that worked. I just have to remember the placements and everything, you know what I'm saying? Use Valara's ult. I'm going to use Jez now. Maybe it was a bit impetuous to use so soon. Can we cycle through Dracula quick enough? I'm just tapping away. Come on. It's a bit tight. It's going to be close. Come on. Just about. Quite an even match in all fairness. Do we have enough? Oh, I forgot about that little one down there, thankfully. There's a possibility that if it went to the next round, we may have not been able to do it because of the rage regen and how I ultimately used it there. But I think we still would have killed him enough for the timer to tick down, and I would have won overall in health remaining. Oh, we're so close. That's the results there. Look, there Yuri built very well. Erlen Shen very well as well. Dracula stood out for me, who's A3 compared to their A0, I think. Jezabelle leading the line with the most damage, which you would hope for. And to be honest, Beelzebub did a little bit of damage too. Just imagine what you could do if you optimized Beelzebub a little bit more. Just imagine if you had him more awakened so you can take 2 cost of the 10 cost, how he normally is. You could summon him in even quicker, which is ideal. Am I going to attempt to take on anyone here? Well, we might as well, but I've got to be realistic as well as to who I can target. A5 Dracula, no. Gretchen, no. Let's just try this one in between. I mean, that power one was 578k. This one's 500, but they do have Najar. So let's just see how that goes. It's not always going to be pretty. They do have A3 Dracula, so it's on par with mine, unfortunately. But they don't have A1 Valara. That could be the difference. Let's just see how this goes. We'll try and put on a faster speed this time, because you've seen how it goes. Put her there. So, ooh, they've got a bit more damage on their Jez compared to mine. Okay. That is probably that's going to benefit them. 1, 2. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Right, let's deploy Dracula. Could try Valara, but it's just for the next wave. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I got unlucky there, just because that one enemy remaining. Come on. Wow, what the hell's their Dracula doing? Don't agree with that. Oh, I'm going to deploy him. Not looking too good, this, is it? It's the fact that their Dracula is just tearing right through. They must have Dracula built out different to what I've got from the looks of it. Must be. I didn't need to use the ult there. Kind of wasted it. But that's on me. You know, I'm going to just use it. We got caught short there with the ult left over. Close one. I'm not even going to bother to ult because there's no point. Let's try one more time. They must have had something that I didn't. What's it looking like there? Wait, my Dracula did more. Najar. No. I mean, you could use Najar over Beelzebub, but I'm just thinking of the cost as well. I mean, their Valara did absolutely nothing. I don't think they were deployed, really. Let me just check. Was it A1 Jez? It was. That's probably the only reason why I lost that, so that's kind of BS. There is a 400k one, but that's quite cheap. But do we have any alternatives? Alexandria. Would I try that? Do you know what? Let's just try to... it's not fair, let's put it that way, because it's a bit easier, this. But, you know, you can imagine what you can work with, as in the order and placement. So we'll just do this to try and get to OverLord at least, because I said we were going to do that. There might be alternatives to timing and ulting, but look, I'm just working with what I've got. See, the placement of Dao Chan, it's got to be up there for it to reach Valara. You don't want to rush ulting, you want to try and do it once both are marked for that explosion and chain. I guess it deals maximum damage to that. Okay. Now, because we can, I can show you what it looks like if we deployed Valara first. It does help for this round in a way. We can take them out a bit quicker. But the next one is this, and we need Dracula in as soon as possible. It doesn't matter as much here because obviously it's going to be easier to take out the enemies due to the BP level being much lower versus them. Oh, they're not going to be able to take them out. Because I wanted this to be a fair test, you know? At least we got one example, one good example, one failure, and one kind of like neutral. Is that it? There we go. Anyway, I hope that makes sense and it helps in some way. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye for now.